Okay, so we are making great headway. Now we're going to finish eyes, and I'm going to keep these very, very simple. And so I am going to use Mulberry ShadowSense and Smoke Topaz Shimmer. I'll do a little bit of highlighting with Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And then for my liner, I'm going to use the Gilded Eye Sense, okay? Now, any of the shadow senses can be used in a multitude of ways. Like we've got ones that can work as concealers. They make great primers for other eyeshadows. I use them on my brows. I use them as blush. Mulberry is a great one for blush. Contouring, Mocha Java is an amazing contour. Obviously highlighting, I'm going to do that today, both on my cheekbones and on my brow bone. But then my favorite thing about them is that they don't crease. They don't fade. As long as you don't wipe your eyes, they're going to stay put. You can swim, you can work out, you can cry, and it will stay put. A lot of times, instead of our actual eye sense, I'll use Onyx or Bronze Shimmer or Smoke Topaz Shimmer or whatever color I want as my eyeliner for the day. It's the best smoky eye ever because you do not end up looking like a day-old hooker or a raccoon at the end of the night because it stays where you put it. The only caveat to that would be is if you have really puffy eyes, where it's literally rubbing, it can transfer. And so if that's the case and you have a lot of puffiness under your eyes, then I would suggest you line the top, your top lid, and leave the bottom naked, which is what I do 90% of the time. Anyways, so I don't even really put mascara on my bottom anymore because the lash extend has made them so thick and full that if I put mascara on the bottom, it almost feels like it's too much. All right, so you can use your fingers. I'm not going to use another one as a primer. You can use a brush or you can use your fingers for this like first layer. So it's just going to go like kind of all over. And this is just Mulberry. These are really highly pigmented. So when you first get them, like experiment, because it can be strange to get used to something working so well so quickly. Like I barely put any on. You've got a good amount of time to work with these before they set. So don't be afraid that the cream to powder part of it is going to backfire on you. Just don't like get distracted by your kids and go off with a big daub in the middle before you've kind of blended it out at least a little bit, or else you really will have a problem. Not that I know that from experience or anything. Okay. So I'm cheating and I am using my overall lid color as my primer today because I can. But usually I would use Candlelight or maybe Sandstone Pearl and or Mocha Java makes a great primer. And especially if I was going to use other eyeshadows and not just that ShadowSense, which I don't usually do, but I know a lot of people do. So what I'm going to do, this is Smoke Topaz Shimmer. Very light shimmer. It's not like Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, which has a lot of it in it. This just has a really subtle one. And I am just going to collect some of the color off of the wand. That's my puppy. She wants to come play with me. But I can't do this and hold her. And then I'm going to use my little blending palette from earlier to kind of move that around. And then I'm going to use really light little circles to work that in. I'm going to bring it down a little because I'm going to cheat, and instead of using 2 or 3 different colors to get kind of a, I'm just going to, I didn't finish my sentence, sorry. To get the same look, I'm just going to use the one. And you saw how little product that I used. So we're just going to go like that and blend that in. And then since I want it darker right there, I'm just spending more time there. I'm just barely pulling it over here. Again, I'm using the small little motions, and that's because as we get older, like if we wipe out, we do the windshield wiper thing, we'll push the eyelid out and it'll like want to stay there. But if we move it inward, it'll always snap back to where it goes. I hear you, Lexi. I'm almost done, baby. She's like, Mommy, come play with me. Other eye. And then I always make sure that they are matching. So the side's a tiny bit darker. I'll bring some of that over here. Like that. And then I'll take this is just a blending brush, and I'll just lightly, like, kind of smooth that. Right there. I know I'm being so lazy. I could get so much more technical, and I'm not gonna. Because, let's see, this has taken me less than 6 minutes, and that's with explaining things to you. And that's what I like. All right. There, and we're gonna go right in here. I'm hurrying, Lexi. Okay, I don't know if you can hear her on the video, but she's like totally like, Mommy, come get me. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and I'm just putting on a little bit on that card right there. I'm taking my blush brush from right before this, and I'm gonna really, really lightly highlight right there. Usually I would use Pearlizer, but it's way over there. All right, so that is ShadowSense super quick application. And now my liner, and I'm not doing anything fancy today. I'm just knocking this off. This is another bronzy color with shimmer. And it seriously goes on like butter. And when I first apply it, even if I'm going to do a wing, I don't do anything at first. I just get my actual liner on there. There. So there's the Gilded Eye Sense. And then what I'm going to do is I come to the corner and I draw a tiny line out and then connect it. And I want it to be very subtle today. There. Tiny little, not even a cat eye. Is that a kitten eye? Is that a thing? It probably is. Anytime I think I made up something, I didn't. There. And the other side. There. There we go. Just simple, easy. This will last and last and last and last if I don't wash it off. Just letting that eye sense dry. Then it will actually be there tomorrow when I get up. A little faded by then, but still on there. I am going to, I did not bring over my new thing of lash scents from when I did my brows. I just have the old one, so I'm just going to use the old dried out one because it still works really, really well. There it is. Getting my hair caught in it. We also have a primer called Undersense, but mine have gotten so thick from the lash extend that it's actually too much for me, personally. It's a wonderful lash conditioner. And then, of course, a lash conditioner is in the mascara. Lash Sense to begin with. So, you can see how amazing this mascara is. And if this is how good a dried out old one that's over a year is, can you even imagine how spectacular the new one is? All right, so that's ShadowSense and ShadowSense and iSense, and it all just makes sense, like the foundation. I know I'm a guru. All right, and then all I will have left is lips.